Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Chester Racecourse here on Wednesday. It is the 7th of May, 2025. Well, let's feature fourth race, the 305 from Chester. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And I mean it around the world. Let's look at the fourth race, the 305, which is the Group 3 Chester Vase Stakes. It's a Group 3 event for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $175,000, race for 3-year-olds here. Field of 8 horses in the Derby Prep race, going 2,400 meters or a mile and a half on the turf course. Going to take the 4-horse Lamborn as a top selection. 487 for me, and the trifecta. 487 trifecta, top selection 4-horse Lamborn. This 3 colt by Australia, Coolmore owned, Ain't O'Brien trains. Ryan Moore gets the mount. They ran the horse most recently, 30th of March at Leopardstown, a mile and a quarter in the Group 3 Palisade Stakes, and he finished second by 2 1/4 lengths that day. They took the headgear off that day, which settled him well. He got towards the front of the pack. I thought it was just a little bit flat late. He just couldn't stay the trip, but I didn't think it was a half bad race. He's come to a mile and a half, which he's bred for through and through, coming off a little bit refreshing, can handle the going, has some early pace, which is always killer here at Chester. I think he could find a trip to win. He ran two back on the 20th of September at the Cur on good ground, 1 mile at the Group 2 Beresford Stakes, and he finished fifth by 7.5 lengths that day. They put the headgear on him that day, which was supposed to concentrate him. It did everything but that. He was really never comfortable. He never quickened up, and he just didn't show a lot. It wasn't his day to win, but if they took the horse to Crayon in France prior to that enlisted race, going down in class at 80 cents a dollar, won by 3 quarters length. He could have probably won by more, but they were easing him up late. That was a very good run. And then a Killarney over the mile in a main race back in July, winning by 3 quarters length. He kept going to the task, and I thought it was a very good race. He's definitely improved off the speed figure wise with every single race. Coming here to a mile and a half, which he's bred for through and through, I think he's a logical winner. I think the 8-horse Thrice for William Buick and Nailed O'Brien's the second likelier winner. Hasn't been seen since Everfield at Leopardstown over the mile and eighth back in the autumn, where he finished fourth by 4 3/4 lengths, where he just couldn't keep up. I think very soft ground got to him. I think refreshing here to a longer trip on quite quicker ground, he's going to be in a more realistic spot to win. He won impressively over Lismore over the 7 furlongs in the main race back in September, winning by half a dozen that day. He really won in a cruise control. He had a bit of a wide trip prior to that, the Cur over the 7, but he still got that in the race course well. Coming here to a longer trip at 8 to 1. It wouldn't surprise me if he runs a good one here. We'll use him in the quad pod. But to recount my selection for the fourth, the 305 from Chester, it's the Group 3 Chester Vase. Going to take the 4-horse Lamborn. Give kudos to the 8-horse Thrice. 487 Tricast Trifecta. We use the 4 and 8 in the multi race. So good luck to him. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.